Hi everyone, this is Jana here, welcome back. So today we're going to make Spanish national food. We're going to make paella. We're going to make a vegan paella. And this is a dish that if you go to restaurants here, it can be naturally vegan. It's just to remove the meats, and why not, right? Last week we made a Brazilian national dish. Click there after the video so you can check that out. And let's get started. But before we do that, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It will help me a lot to continue creating content for you guys. And click the bell button. And let's get cracking. To make a paella, you need a flat bottom, large skillet or a paella pan like this one. And it's important that it's a little bit thin, not so thick like the cast iron pan that I like to use, because you need a lot of heat control. And thick pans, they don't respond so well to that. And the star of this dish is, of course, saffron, Spanish saffron. So I need you to accept no substitutes. I don't care what you do, go sell your car, I don't care. You're gonna have to use the good saffron. That's the key ingredient. So we start with a medium-low heat. We add extra virgin olive oil. I know, right? I'm a little bit against it because I don't like cooking with olive oil, as you know. But who am I to argue with the Valencianos, right? And when it's hot, you add the mushrooms. All right, once the mushrooms are golden, you add the garlic. Rosemary. All right, now I'm going to add the red bell pepper. I cut it in long strings for garnishing later, and then smaller chunks. I'm going to saute both, and then I'm going to remove the longer ones and save it for later. All of these you're going to cook in medium-low heat. All right, time to remove the longer red bell peppers. Save it for later, like I said. Now we add the crushed tomatoes, broad beans. Mine are already cooked and frozen. The lima beans, the artichoke, which I have bought it in a can, so I cut it in quarters. Or if they're really small, you can leave them whole, your preference. And stir it. Careful not to brown everything too much, because it will darken a little bit the color at the end, because we want that bright yellow color due to the saffron. So now we add salt, black pepper, smoked and sweet pimenton. Try to find the Spanish pimenton because they're so much better. And stir it. Again, very carefully, not to break the beans and the lima beans. If you're using canned lima beans like I am, if you want to be sure that they're not going to break, you can add it along with the broth, the vegetable broth, so you don't need to stir them because they're already cooked anyway. And now we add the peas, also frozen. The colors on this dish is just like something else, isn't it? And now we add the vegetable broth. 2.5 cups. Let this come to a boil so all the flavors talk together. The person who's inspired me to make this dish is a YouTuber called Albert. He's from a channel called Spain on a Fork. And I'm going to link his channel down below. And he's a paella master because it's like his recipes I have done many times, and I always get a lot of compliments. So I have very large shoes to fill. And now we add the saffron. and you just sprinkle. Again, let it comes to a boil. Smells really nice. And now the rice, 1 cup. And you spread the rice around because we are not going to stir it. So you just accommodate the rice like that, or you can do like that. Just shake the pan a little bit. We're going to let this in a high heat for about 10 minutes. All right, now that the broth is almost gone, I still can see some bubbles going on. I'm going to lower the heat to medium-low and cook for 3 minutes more, and then I'm gonna come back and show you guys how to make the socorrat. 3 minutes have passed, and now it's time to put your heat up again, because this is going to create a caramelized, crispy bottom that comes from the fat from the olive oil and the sweetness from the vegetables. I can definitely smell it. It smells so nice. All right, now we're going to cover the paella with an aluminum foil and some kitchen towels, and we're gonna let it resting for 5 minutes, because although there's no more heat anymore, my stove is off, it's completely off, the residual heat, it's going to cook everything, and the steam inside, it's gonna finish cooking and leaving everything fluffy and even more amazing. And here we have the paella valenciana ready. Now I'm going to use the red bell peppers that I've sauteed before for garnishing. You can create the pattern that you want, make it pretty, make it nice, make it even prettier, because this is a very, very sexy dish actually. Some parsley, just for a little bit freshness and extra color. A few lemons. I like to put the lemons upside down. And a drizzle of extra virgin Spanish olive oil. Now tell me, isn't this the sexiest thing ever? And you know what? Hello, summer, spring, perfect. And now let's try this, because I'm so curious to get to know the socorrat. I like this word, socorrat, socorrat. I love it. Sexy. Let's see. Look at this. I see it. Oh, it's golden brown. I'm so proud of myself. Look. And of course, I'm going to have to try it. Whoa, too hot. Oh, I got to tell you the story. My parents, one of their adventures in Europe, they went to Valencia, and they ordered a paella. And then my father, he sent it back, like, I don't want it, it's no good. And then the waiter came, like, why? What's wrong? And he's like, this is freaking burned. I didn't come all the way to Spain to eat burned rice. And then my mom started laughing, because that's how it's supposed to be. It was really funny. Oh. Let me tell you, I love rice. I could eat the whole thing by myself, I think. This is so good, so full of flavors, so delicate, and so Spanish. My God, guys, you have got to make this. And anything related and everything related to this recipe is going to be written in the description box below. Measurements and the recipe, as well as the blog, the website. If you want to get to know the equipment that I use, the paella, the measurement cups, and the paella pan, please refer to my Amazon shop, which is going to also be here and in the description down below. And this is it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the whole shebang. Like, share, subscribe, click the bell button, and have a look at my Patreon. And to you, my patrons, I love you guys dearly. And I see you next time. Have a great week. Bye.
Hey.